Hi, neighbors. Welcome to this Friday's edition of The Stoners Next Door with your hosts, Aaron and Mal. Start your weekend every Friday with a curated critique of some favorite posts, special segments, and interesting guests. Right here on The Stoners Next Door.
This is Aaron.
And this is Mal, welcoming you to our inaugural podcast. Okay, let's get right to it and see what's happening in the hood. Okay, Aaron, I am going to start by something that is just a travesty happening here in my neighborhood. Coming from Nextdoor, and it's about an exhibitionist pooper. Yep, I said pooper.
Not peeper?
No, pooper. Just exactly what you think. Early Sunday afternoon, we witnessed a guy, quote, taking a break, end quote, beside the busy pedestrian bike trail at Clackamas Cove in Oregon City. As we passed, we noticed him squatting in an open grassy area no more than 5 to 10 feet from the paved path that we were walking on.
Mm-hmm.
It took a moment for my brain to process the situation because he was so casually going about his business. At first, I thought maybe he was crouching down, checking his phone or something, because that's normal, right? Like, I always crouch down when I'm checking my phone.
Right.
But once I saw his white chicken legs, I realized his pants weren't where they were supposed to be, and he really was pooping right there in front of us.
Oh, no.
Hold on, it goes on.
Oh.
Considering the path was very busy and there were plenty of wooded areas available, one could only conclude this strange performance was meant for an audience. He seemed completely unbothered by our presence and looked right at us as we walked by. In fact, the only time he looked away was to glance down at himself. In hindsight, I'm a little surprised he didn't give us a wave. I don't know what's up with this guy, but be aware because he seemed to enjoy the attention. I describe him as middle-aged, clean-shaven, medium-length, gray hair, casually dressed from the waist up.
Well, because you would never see anyone like that around here.
Not at all. And these are the more descriptors I love. Big sunglasses, white legs, and fit enough to balance comfortably in a low squat for an extended time.
Oh no! Wow.
Everybody, be alert. Be out there and be on guard for the exhibitionist pooper.
Well, speaking of being alert, here's one from a lady who lives in my neighborhood, and she says, the license plates were stolen off my car last night. If anyone sees a car with XXX542 plates, please call the cops or take a picture of the vehicle. Someone took my plates last night around, X street. So those of you who happen to be on Nextdoor and can memorize this license plate and just pay attention.
Be on the lookout.
I don't know, but I don't even remember my own phone number. So I would be really struggling to remember some stranger's license plate, especially if I don't know what kind of car it's on. Oh, God. All right.
Okay. Here's a good one. Car break-in following weird vandalism. Okay. My Hyundai SRV that was parked in front of my house was broken into over the weekend. The person who broke in somehow managed to jimmy the lock without visibly damaging the doors or windows or setting off the alarm. Well, great alarm. Said maybe you might want to get your alarm checked. But they took a few things of minimal value, like roof rack straps, some sunglasses, a USB cord. Well, maybe they needed to charge their phone or something. The same vehicle was creepily vandalized but not broken into last Thursday. The person wrote anal across the front windshield.
Yeah. I think I saw that same post in my neighborhood. Is someone going around like writing anal on the side of these cars?
It's odd and creepy. Keep an eye out, everyone.
Oh my God.
We've got some strange people living around us.
Good Lord. All right. So after reading 3 posts, it's time to go to a special segment. This first segment today is called Nextdoor Groups. I didn't even know till this week that Nextdoor has groups, and they're formed by people in your neighborhood, right?
I did not know.
Right.
I did not know that until you told me.
No,
this morning.
Right. And so I joined. This isn't all reflective of me, just so you know, but I joined Oregon Chicken Owners. Mm-hmm. I joined Garden Home Psychedelics for Depression. I joined homeschooling in COVID-19 times, because that sounds fun too. I joined Portland Occultists, and
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I joined Supernatural Occurrences. What about you?
I want to join those groups. You need to send me invites, because those look like fun. But for me, to kind of offset your Oregon Occultists, I joined Pagans of Oregon. We'll see what's happening in the pagan world. There's woodworking. I joined sign language. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I thought it might be interesting
they talk about,
to say the least. Well, I think they give information out, maybe
about where they get together, because otherwise it'd be difficult.
Exactly, like classes and stuff.
Okay.
I think I'm going to join the Alpenrose delivery only because there's one person, and I think it's the person who started it, so I feel really bad for them.
There'll be at least 2 of you who are members.
I know. Well, I just feel bad. I feel bad for people who are all by themselves. So,
were there any others? Because I have one to announce.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead. You've got a big announcement.
Yeah. So there's also a new group called Portland Stoners Nextdoor, and that's for our podcast. And I set it up recently, and like within 2 days, I already had 15 requests to join, and it doesn't even say what it's for, because I didn't want to post anything about our podcast before we started it, because I thought, well, I don't want anyone to copy our idea. But Portland Stoners Nextdoor, and it's if they just type in Stoners, it's going to come up.
It'll come up. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Good. Yeah.
All right. So I think we're down to like our 7th funniest thing in their countdown for this week. So you got something there?
Right. Here's another one.
Mm-hmm.
Missing turtle.
Okay.
This is a long shot, but if anyone finds this guy, and there's a picture of this really actually pretty turtle, send me a message. He managed to escape from his outdoor habitat. I mean, how far could he have gone? It's a turtle. And I mean, he wasn't sprinting.
Was it one of those little turtles, or was it a big one?
Well, it looks like it's in like the picture is. He looks pretty big.
Oh, so it's not like those little 6-inch or 4-inch painted turtles.
No. That's bigger. My other point. It's like you would think this would be. Well, of course, if they sound like they're in sort of a. Well, they use outdoor
and
habitat.
Do they live in a busy neighborhood? Because that could be really nasty in the street.
Yeah, I know. Oh God, don't go in the road. He's not even street smart.
Right. Poor turtle.
Awful.
Well, here's something kind of like let me Google that for you, which was we had a bunch of fires here recently, and they were pretty serious. And someone posted on Nextdoor to jog or not jog today. The air quality index says it's not too good, but I want to go jogging. So should I do that or should I wait? I think you should wait. That's my answer.
I was going to say, seeing how we had the lovely distinction of having the worst air quality in the world.
Yeah, in the world. If you have to ask that question, You need to ask your neighbors that question. Maybe you should go.
I know. Well, but that's the same thing as like this is one of the things that I'll never forget. I was driving with my dear dad, may he rest in peace, around the time that Mount St. Helens blew. So I mean, this is going way back, and people were wearing masks, right? Just like people were wearing masks for the fires, even though they didn't work. But the ashes, remember the ashes that were falling all around us? And we would see people, my dad would just get furious because he would see people who would cut out little holes for their cigarettes while wearing masks to avoid whatever toxic ash we might be dealing with. And it's like, I thought of it so much about during these fires because although I didn't see anyone actually cut a hole out, but I saw all these smokers. And
I saw like, people really outside people? Smoking. Yeah,
I know. It's like I don't. You know,
it was a double whammy. That was a double whammy.
It is, right? Yeah. I just don't get it. It's like, really?
Just
does not make sense to me.
No,
I swear.
Here's one from my neighborhood. The whistling wanderer. Has anyone else occasionally heard this strange whistling near Hawthorne? It's pretty, but it's also haunting. It's very distinct as well. And so I'm just curious if anyone else has heard them and knows why they might be whistling like this.
That is fascinating. That's like maybe the whistling wanderer and the exhibitionist Cooper should get together.
They have things, you know, I mean, yeah, all types, right? The people,
right?
So many people are looking for attention and attention and also looking to meet people maybe that they saw somewhere who got their attention, which brings us to our next segment.
Yep.
Missed connections. And so our next segment, which is missed connections, do you have one you want to share?
Oh my gosh, I have so many. Oh wait, hold on. There was the one that I really loved, which this one's I think this one wins. If we can manage to put these people together, then we will have done good in the world.
I will sleep better at night knowing that I've helped.
If we manage to connect people via this podcast, you've got to let us know because you have to come on.
Absolutely.
So, okay. All right. So this is called, the headline is Recycling Pickup Man. Which could just mean so many different things. But, okay. So it starts out with, this will probably never find you, but I figured it couldn't hurt at least to try. Plus, I might be a little drunk and have you on my mind. I was visiting my mom and getting my kids out of my car, and you were collecting their recycling bins and glass, I believe. My girls were a bit timid and scared of the loud noises the truck made, and they haven't really experienced a garbage truck before. I find it fascinating, for me. But you were very kind, and you had the sweetest smile, and you waved to my girls. It was so cute.
So sweet.
I would love to take you out for a drink if you see this. You reminded me that there are still kind people out there.
Recycling man. Oh,
I know. Come on, dude.
Must be a hottie.
I felt how genuine you were.
Yeah.
And you honestly made my day with your cute smile and waved to my girls.
Wow.
If this is you, what kind of car did I have?
Damn.
Like, is this a riddle? Like, I'm not sure. And she's making the assumption, or he, doesn't say.
That they saw each other. And it was a mutual connection.
Exactly. And
that it was oh
my God.
It was that magic moment. And if by some chance on Missed Connections, we're making the connection.
Exactly. And plus she was at her mom's house, right?
So doesn't even live there.
Doesn't even live in the area.
Well,
so
Yeah.
So this one is a long shot, but I would love to get Recycling Pickup Man together with the author of this misconnection.
Well, what? Oh, but the author of that post didn't say what kind of car they are driving. So if Mr. Recycling Man hears this podcast, he's not going to have any idea. He's going to have to try to remember back to when this time was,
what day it was, what
somebody with some
it was.
kids.
And let me guess. I'm going to guess that he probably waved to a lot of little children. So, I mean, this gal thinks she's pretty special. Oh, here's a good one. Okay. This is cute. This is really cute. It's called Older Gentlemen in Line. Like, that's going to grab you. That all
it grabbed me right away. It grabbed me right away.
If you're an older gentleman and you've been in a line ever, anywhere in the last week, then please read this.
Then, yeah.
And here it is. I am the 60-year-old cute, chubby woman you were flirting with in line.
Ooh.
You said I had pretty eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see a wedding ring.
Ooh.
If you're single, I'd like to continue our conversation. Oh, here's the real part.
Uh-huh.
If you read this, tell me what store you were in line at.
Oh my God. These people, why do they do that? They make it too hard.
I know.
What? I guess they're afraid that random people will respond and it's not the same person.
Well, I guess that's true. Yeah, that's sort of like
safety valve.
Find this wallet. Tell me, you got to tell me
because
something that's in it.
I know if I saw an ad, random ad by some 60-year-old woman, I would just jump all over it.
I know you would.
I would be oh, can I? Oh, but then I'd be like, no, I wasn't. I don't know what store I was at, so I guess I can't reply.
Right. That's exactly it.
Crap.
It's like you're making it too hard, people, and especially
the gate
if it's an
is
older
just
gentleman.
Yeah, it's just the bar for entry is too high. So okay, so I have another item for our countdown, and honestly, I don't remember what number we're on.
I don't know
anymore.
where we're at.
I lost track. Who cares?
I did too. It's all right.
So this is one. Free groceries, delivery error from New Seasons Instacart, and they don't pick them back up. So these are things I can't use, and I put them out at the corner of 35th and Clinton. If anyone needs bananas, grapes, lemons, pretzels, butter, flour, etc., come on down and get it. Well,
that sounds like it should be a stoner next door.
But it's like, what? If you don't eat bananas and grapes and pretzels and lemons and butter, then what do you eating?
It's all the staples. It's like, for
not
God's
even
sake,
lemons. It sounds like a margarita. All it needs is some vodka. I mean,
could be.
Bananas, grapes, lemons. There's at least the starters.
Oh my Lord, that's hilarious. Here's what she needs next is for the liquor store delivery to make her own house. I wonder if she put that out on the corner. I don't think so. I don't think anybody would.
Yeah, not now. That's not a thing.
I know, right? I know. Okay, and here's another. Let me Google that for you.
Okay,
dog owners, help. My pup got 2 baths last week, and now parts of her skin have a mild rash, and she is so itchy. She's itching the crap out of herself, and it's not stopping. I woke up this morning to a few little hair mounds on the bed. It's really sad.
It's sad, but
she must have chewed off her hair from her biting and itching last night. How do I soothe her?
If you don't laugh, you cry. So I'm going to laugh.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then she has an update. I don't know where it is, but there is a picture of this dog, and it is very cute. Oh. Okay, so the update is, I'm a rookie, and I had no idea the importance of blow drying your dog. The hub has always blow dried her hair in the past. He's usually the bath giver, but last week he was working OT, and simultaneously she had her first period. Huh. Okay.
What?
Well, wasn't expecting that.
The dog had. Is that something dogs do?
Of course they do. When they go in heat, yeah. That's how you think
Oh, but okay. But I have a girl dog, and I think they stopped that.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. If you get them fixed, they don't any longer.
Okay,
so,
that's good to know.
That took an unexpected turn.
Well,
so
you learn things every day. So now I have learned something I didn't know before.
How in the world do you think puppies? Do you know where puppies come from?
I know, but I'm not. But I've always had cats. This is the first dog I've ever had.
They do the same. They have them.
But all of my pets have always been fixed. So
me too. But there is some theory, and I'm not supporting either or. I mean, I'm definitely a spay and neuterer.
Sure.
But some people say that you should let your dog go through, a female dog go through one heat, which is, by the way, what it's called. I don't think they really actually call it. It's not actually called a period, which is what took me back. Took me back there. I mean, essentially it is, but it's really their heat. They're in heat.
Yeah.
So anyway, so there's some people who theorize that the girl dog needs to go through a first heat before getting spayed, and it's like, I don't know, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another.
Okay, so I'm Googling it. So does this say my dog is itchy and losing fur? My dog is itchy late at night. My dog is itchy and red. My dog is itchy and has scabs.
Okay, hold on.
My dog is itchy, and now I am too. That's a good one. So which one of those is closest to?
Well, it doesn't sound like she's itchy, but she's probably not on her period. So maybe that's what it is.
Is it my dog is itchy and on her period?
Well, that was part of the update.
Oh, okay.
So apparently the thing was the thing was solved because she didn't blow dry the dog.
But someone does ask, do dogs get itchy when in heat? And it says summertime can trigger skin rashes and ear infections in dogs. You may be cleaning them, bathing them, or giving them antihistamines, but they keep scratching. And that goes into like way too much detail. So
well, I have Oliver on Benadryl because of his allergies. He is. I mean, you've seen him when he gets his little white eyes. Or his eyes just turn red. He looks like the RCA dog, like with those red, like all like up in his, all around his eyes and down his nose.
This is this is the segment we call TMI. So I have one more. Do you have any more? I have.
No,
one.
You go for it. You go
so
for it.
I have the last item on our countdown today is by someone in my neighborhood who posts on Joke a Day, which by the way is a group and it's very funny. It says, one for the ladies. The 2019 problem was you were worried a pair of jeans made your butt look too big. And the 2020 problem is you're worried no one will ever see your butt again.
True. That's so true.
So that's it for this week's edition.
Oh, and we're on the lookout for creative partners who are interested in joining our show to develop our companion website and social media outlets.
Remember to send your favorite Nextdoor posts to Aaron and Mal at thesnd@outlook.com. That's thesnd@outlook.com. When you do, let us know if you're willing to be a guest on a future episode or part of our network of volunteer reporters across the country. And remember, no matter who you are or where you live, always be nice to the stoners next door, because you never know who they are.
The Stoners Next Door is a production of Aaron Douglas Enterprises, LLC.